The reality is that the man who's been jailed or who is basically put into prison cannot be necessarily considered to be someone who is absolutely defeated, entirely destroyed, unconditionally enslaved. Definitely, he's behind bars, he's jailed either for good, authentic, righteous, rebellious reasons that he carried out, that he tried to execute, obviously not only for his own individual freedom, authenticity, individuality, defines independence, but also that for the others' freedom, expression, independence as well, for the kind of oppression and corruption, torture, torment that the others are also subjected to in the modern society, that are poor, underprivileged, uneducated, and downtrodden in one or another. So definitely he might be jailed for that. He might have been put into prison, obviously for revolutionary, authentic, nationalistic purposes or reasons, or obviously he could be jailed unnecessarily, arbitrarily, undesirably by the authority, because that is how the modern authority and that is what the modern rule of law does. It just executes people, it kills people that obviously show any little to no individuality, defiance, truthfulness, rebellion at all, because the entirety of the modern system is built upon lies, exploitation, corruption, cruelty, slavery being carried out against or directed directly against the civilian population. The man and women of the society, in one or another, are eventually the victims of it all. So, obviously, we cannot really say what the government does behind the closed doors, what it will eventually carry out against ourselves. All we know is that we have to have preparedness. We need to be prepared as much as we possibly can in as many directions for as many scenarios as we can, because the more unprepared we become, the more will they take advantage against us, against our absence or lack of reason, rationality, individuality, authenticity, self knowledge, and self awareness. All those things will be exploited just as emotion, love, vulnerability is being constantly exploited, manipulated by the modern, obviously educated, highly competitive people who do not seem to be able to have much emotion, sensitivity, vulnerability, who seem to have become like machines. Now they want to be understood. The moment they are understood by us, they start taking advantage of, or they hold us hostage on the basis of their indifference and silence. So definitely he that is taken and put into prison or chains is not necessarily conquered, though overcome, for he is still an enemy. So definitely being behind bars, being put into jails and being in chains does not mean entirely defeated, conquered, but we are overcome, because a man necessarily cannot be defeated. He can be destroyed only, but he cannot be defeated, conquered.